Hello and welcome to Whyspace.
Hello.
Happy episode 100 with all of our special guests. It's true. Becca, would you like to let your guest go first on introductions?
For those of you that are just listening and you're not watching on YouTube, we have one special guest on my side, and it is
Jason.
Grayson. This is my youngest.
And then I've got,
Judd.
I almost forgot, and Abe. So Judd and Abe and Grayson are here because they have Grayson and Judd. Well, and Abe's been on the show before too, but we thought for our 100th episode, now that football is over, we do a little recap, check in with you guys, see what you thought about the season and the Super Bowl. So, Grayson, let's start with you. How did you like the Super Bowl this year?
I didn't watch that much of it, but
You and the rest of the world.
like
So,
the first part, like was Patriots.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
I talked him into rooting for the Patriots because that's what I was going for. But at first, he was kind of on the Seahawks because his flag football team was Seahawks.
Okay.
Leading
Gotcha.
astray, and that's on me.
Can you guys remind me, who were you actually? It was very confusing because y'all wanted to play for one team, but you were cheering for somebody else. So, who were you going for?
I was loyal. Patriots to play for and Patriots.
Okay. And Abe, you wanted the Seahawks to win and the Patriots, or play for and Patriots to win. So, it didn't really work out so well for those of us going for the Patriots. Now, Grayson, did you watch the halftime show?
Badly.
Oh, sadly. Okay. Feels like we got a spicy take coming already. So give us your thoughts on the halftime.
I didn't like it because don't understand Spanish, and
Yeah.
not that many Americans know Bad Bunny, so I feel like they could have done it somewhere else instead
Got
of
it. Yeah.
America.
What did Abe, what did you think of the halftime? Did you like it? You're a Bad Bunny fan though, right? So we do have one Bad Bunny fan.
Okay.
All right. And then Judd, how did you feel about the halftime show?
It could have been way better.
Could have been way better. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna have the Super Bowl again next year. It's the good. Who would you have as the halftime show next year, Judd?
Huh. Uh, I'll probably say Jake Cole.
J. Cole. Okay. All right. Abe, do you have a choice?
Probably Sizzle.
Who?
Sizzle.
Oh, SZA. What he said, Sister Back. I was like, I've never heard of her.
Those two might put on a good show.
That would be a good one together. Grayson, who do you have?
Who would you pick?
Eminem.
Eminem.
Eminem. Oh, well, listen, this is a whole combination that we could go with here.
No, we just put all three of them there.
All
True.
3 feats, main one Eminem.
There you go. Yeah, well, we like Eminem too. So, okay. So sadly our football season has ended.
Yes.
Who is your early prediction to be in the Super Bowl next year?
Ooh, what teams do you think are
Hold
going
on.
to Super Bowl?
I'm hoping Kansas versus the 49ers.
Oh,
Oh,
a rematch.
I don't know if we could do that again, Grayson. Okay.
Raiders.
Good. And I would assume that you were hoping the Chiefs would win then? Okay.
I have so much faith in the Ravens.
Oh, he just can't give up on the Ravens.
Really?
What? Ravens versus Chargers.
Whoa.
Boy, that's
Oh.
a big swing.
That's nothing I would enjoy, but okay. Abe, who are your two teams?
Lions versus.
Of course, Abe's going to go Lions versus Ravens.
I would love to see the Lions in a Super
Yeah, Becca, she was pulling hard for the Lions all season.
Bowl. Yes.
Would be the Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers.
Oh, well, a lot of people think the Packers are going to do something, so maybe. Oh, you got another thought?
If the Raiders do a trade for Lamar Jackson for the first round pick, I will say that I could have more faith in the Ravens for
You mean the Raiders?
the Ravens.
Oh, if they got rid of Lamar Jackson. Well,
That's not a bad idea.
it's really, somebody ought to look into it. It's a good one.
Understand this type of football talk.
That's okay. We're more than
It's okay.
Christian side.
All right, Grayson, what music should we be listening to right now?
What music should we be listening to right now? Who are your favorite artist songs?
Eminem and Juice WRLD.
Eminem and
Okay.
has been on.
Well, Judd does have a Juice World poster in his room as well.
Glad that we're on the same page of parenting.
Yeah.
Depressing real quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you enjoyed depressing music too. What should we be listening to in your opinion?
Honestly, I don't think any of you will know this artist. I want
Calling us old?
As I say, we old.
Fetty Wap.
Oh, Fetty Wap. Yeah, we're from.
He's got the weird hat, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's fake, Becca. It's not weird.
Listen.
No offense to any disabled eye
Yeah, my bad.
listeners. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay.
17.
All right, Abe. Who's somebody we should be listening to? Juice World too. Yeah, go
And
Peter.
Gunna.
And Gunna. We're basically killing it as parents. Sure.
Okay. Watched any of the Olympics?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Grayson, what's been your favorite part of the Olympics so far?
Figure skating and speed skating.
Like the luge.
Yeah.
So,
My
yeah, that
favorite-
luge thing is.
I don't really like curling that much.
Yeah. We had
You don't-
curling on a lot. That's Mark's favorite. Kind of slow.
Well, I just woke up from a nap, but it appears while I was napping that guy that they were hoping from the U.S. men's figure skating team that was going to do everything like crashed and burned and didn't get into a medal. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I didn't watch any today, but that would not. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Bella Bunch and yeah, I can't think of his name, like Malin or something like that. I don't know. Grayson, did you appreciate the skiing? Because I do want you to know that your mom let us in a little something last week that she's pretty confident that in the next Winter Olympics she could participate in the ski jump event.
All
She
you do
thinks
is-
it's pretty simple. Just push yourself down and go.
I like skiing, but I don't think she can make it. No offense. No offense. No offense.
I mean, I did try to discourage this for a lot of reasons, but she seemed confident.
Rebecca, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna be as easy as you think. I'm gonna be honest. I tried to.
We could do it too. We could do it together.
You're gonna hurt something. You think snowboarding, I almost died. I think skiing is gonna be the same where I almost died.
Listen,
Wow.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, start training now.
That's right.
All right, Grayson, are any TV shows or movies or anything we need to be looking for?
Oh wow, 720 people are watching.
What are we going to see this weekend?
Oh,
Goat.
so ironically, we hadn't even told them we were thinking about going to see Goat this weekend too.
Okay.
When?
See?
Tomorrow, I think, tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
You're going Sunday, I can tell.
We are going Sunday. We've got volleyball tomorrow. So I can only do one event a day.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Grayson, do you have any other parting words for us? Oh, wait, I forgot. You guys are going to help us with something big. So, here on Whyspace, we did our very first giveaway. We launched it, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah, during our 98th episode. And we had crazy response, especially for us, because we don't seem to get a lot of feedback, even though you all like to give us your questions. You don't like to comment. But let me just tell you, so on the post for the giveaway, we had 2,722 responses.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I will say of the 2,722, hold on, I have to do some quick math. Well, one,
Oh, no.
six. Okay. 642 actually fulfilled all the requirements.
Okay, that's still a lot.
Well, seeing as how you guys don't like to follow us, that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing is, only about 40 of you actually did the one main thing we wanted, and that was to hit the follow button.
Yes.
So for the other 2,700 of you, we'll do another giveaway. We'll figure out some more times to do them, and we'll try to do some stuff that's not just Taylor and the Chiefs, though I don't really know why else you listen to this show.
That is our personnel.
But we really need that follow button.
I think they want Lamar Jackson and all of that stuff like that.
Well, I mean, we do talk a lot about football, but it's Chiefs heavy.
Yeah.
So, Becca, I texted you the Instagram handle of the winner if Grayson wants to tell us who that is, and I'm going to pull them up so Judd and Abe can tell us about them.
Okay. You're going to say, and the winner is.
And the winner is your _favorite _teacher 2819.
Congratulations.
And Judd, what is her name?
Lily!
And Lily Abe is a what?
Teacher.
Teacher. Kindergarten teacher for 16 years.
Okay.
I got to say, first of all, thank you, because I don't know how anyone teaches, I'll be honest.
We love teachers.
I mean, Becca used to be a teacher, and look what she does now. So
I don't teach anymore, guys.
but yeah, so congratulations to Lily. We'll reach out to you to get your address, and we'll get you your hat and your autographed Taylor Swift album. We appreciate all 2,700 of you for doing the thing. Now, if you can just follow all the directions, maybe we'll make the directions easier next time.
Okay.
Good job, Lily. Good job.
Good job, Lily.
You did your part.
Well, guys, we appreciate you coming on episode 100. What episode number would y'all like to appear on next time?
101.
Oh, he said 101. That seems a bit soon. We'll figure something out.
10. What's your favorite, just them or the kids too?
That's right. I tell you what, this week on social media, we'll put up a poll
Okay.
about when you guys would like to see the kids back, and if you appreciate the show with just us or with the kids too.
Us. Weird grade edition.
Okay. We'll
Tell all your friends to go on our social media and follow us. So,
I'll tell
all right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Grayson, for joining us. Have a great Valentine's and a great weekend.
I do have a question before I.
Oh,
before he parts.
sure.
How
I'd love
do
to
you
hear
get
it.
the autographed Taylor album?
How did I get it? Well, Grayson, I cannot reveal all my sources.
She's got lots of sources.
Yeah. Why are you wanting one too?
No, I just want to know how.
No.
He's nosy like his mother.
Uh-huh. Well,
I'm not nosy.
one thing is we like to be very loyal, and
That's
the
right.
Swiftie Kingdom likes to reward those who are loyal. So
But Lily was very loyal. She actually followed the rules.
That's
yeah.
right. We
Good
like.
note to remind you boys to always follow the rules.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great.
Thank you, boys.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you whenever the audience thinks y'all should be back.
If y'all don't say soon, I'm gonna be mad.
Okay.
Bye, Grayson. All right. Well, after that, I don't even know how to follow that up. But all right, y'all gotta go now. Okay, so we're gonna kick it off. Are we gonna go in the order of the notes? We didn't plan this very well.
We didn't really. We can. I
Okay.
think we'll get through the Super Bowl pretty fast, and the other stuff I think we'll end up talking about more.
Okay, so we had the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Did.
And much like Grayson, I gotta admit, I didn't really, I mean, I watched it, but
It wasn't like when the Chiefs are in it and we're paying attention to every single play and every single flag. This game, I was not. I was kind of playing on my phone a little bit, watching some of the game. Because even though I didn't have a dog in the fight, I started getting real mad at the Patriots just because in general, I was like, you guys are in the Super Bowl, play harder.
yeah, it felt very anticlimactic. I mean, congratulations to Sam Darnold. I think it is a great
Seahawks
storyline.
of the game.
It's a great storyline.
Yes.
But yeah, poor Drake May. Well, I mean, everybody wanted to dog on Drake May, and I mean, sure, I don't think he had a fantastic game, but I gotta say, that offensive line, and I know we love him, but Will Campbell,
Fell apart.
oh my
No.
Lord. And I know he had a ligament tear in his knee. But I mean, if you're not capable of doing the job, you should have set the game out. I mean, I know it's the Super Bowl, but like, I believe I saw that Drake was sacked more times than any quarterback in Super Bowl history. It's not really the award you're looking for.
No. I mean, that he held the ball a really long time, but
Yeah.
that offensive line couldn't hold anybody back for anything. Now, granted, they
No.
were going up against some big boys, and your Patriots offensive line is a lot of younger players, but still, like, at some point you made it to the Super Bowl. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't go too well for the Patriots. It did not go too well for Mr. Stephon Diggs in general that day, it sounds like.
they hardly utilized him, which really surprised me.
That cost me some money.
I'm sure
I
it did.
did not win any money on the Super Bowl. I did not pick the Patriots to win in my wager, but
Yeah.
I picked things like Stephon Diggs was going to have, I think, 4 receptions. Well, that just didn't happen, and 4 felt like a very low number.
Yeah.
So that was really unfortunate. And also, it appears that he and Cardi B have now split ways,
It's
perhaps potentially in the middle of the game.
well, I think it might have happened like maybe day before. So
Yeah, I mean, I saw her give kind of a shady response when somebody on a red carpet was like, "Any, words of encouragement for Stefan?" She goes, "Good luck." And I was like,
as soon as she
"Oh,
did that, I was like, oh, they've broken up. They've
yeah,
already mutually parted ways.
yeah." So that didn't go so well, but yeah, it was kind of a bummer game. I mean, I think the Patriots could get back. I
For
think the
sure.
Seahawks, depending on what they do, could probably for sure get back.
Yeah.
I know that Kenneth Walker is up for, like, he's a free agent now. I would be shocked if they don't re-sign
Right.
him.
Keep him. What are we
I
doing?
mean, if he's available, Brett, get on it. Beach,
Yeah.
hop on it.
No,
It was
but
kind of whatever. How did you feel about the halftime?
here's the thing. I think I'm not the target audience for Bad Bunny. I don't listen to any of his music, so I'm not familiar with anything. He could have,
Yeah,
sung his songs in English and I still wouldn't have known anything.
yeah.
Um, but my one takeaway from it was his halftime show was very catered for the TV audience because I
Oh
kept
yeah.
thinking if I had paid $7,000 for a ticket and all I see are just walking bushes, I might be a little upset. Like,
We do keep commenting as well. Like, if you were in the stadium, how would you even see this as happening?
yeah,
So yeah, but I haven't seen anybody's commentary that was inside the stadium as to like their
I haven't
view.
either. And I'm wondering if that's because they all went to like bathroom break, snack break. Did everybody just
Something. I don't know. Yeah, Bad Bunny, not super familiar. Have always thought it was like, I get it. He's super famous and popular in the international world, especially in,
for a stage that large? You would think you would get an artist that's like going to put on a performance. We
well,
need
I mean, I think
theatrics.
he put on a show for sure. It felt like I was watching a Broadway show. In fact, there is a Broadway show I said right when it was happening called Into the Heights, I think.
Okay.
Now, not to confuse cultural things, but it's about a neighborhood in New York that is
Yes.
predominantly people from the Dominican Republic. And I know that's different than Puerto
Yeah.
Rico. Clearly, I've been there, so I get it.
Right.
But it reminded me of watching that Broadway show. I think it would be fantastic on Broadway. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that would have been cool, but yeah, I mean, no, I didn't understand a lick of what he said.
Well, I think it brought in a lot of elements of like local food vendors and different things that like the audience just missed because we just have no idea. And
No,
like
yeah, I think
you
it
gave us
was
no
oh,
context. No,
no, like we couldn't even get subtitles who these people were. And I think
no.
that I think if you're Puerto Rican, I think that was probably like your pinnacle moment in life
Hmm.
because it was
But
a huge tribute to their culture.
did you see all the things on TikTok of like people that do speak Spanish coming out and being like, all these white people are asking me what he's saying, and then they're listening and they're like, we don't actually know what he's saying. Like he was hard to understand.
Yeah, I s- I saw the translation of the first song that he sang, and I was a bit taken aback. I was probably real glad the kids don't speak Spanish. It was real nasty and dirty.
Oh, great.
Lots of sexual things, but there were some special guests, not in the way that is typical. Now we did get Lady Gaga, which felt like I saw it coming, but it still felt very random
It did feel random.
because he has collaborations with other artists, but apparently we didn't want to do that. Now, I have to give credit to Aaron because the scene where they're like dancing in the casita, thank
Uh-huh.
you. Uh-huh.
You.
That's where we had the most celebrity appearances,
Yes.
and I'll be honest, as it was happening, I did not recognize anyone other than Alex Earl, which probably says a lot about me. But instantly, I mean, upon impact, Aaron said, "Oh my gosh, that's Jessica Alba," and I was like, "No, it's not. That girl is too young."
Too.
Well, I thought, listen, I don't know what she's doing, but she looked too young. I was like, "That's not her. That's her like 20 years ago."
No. She's on
But
Lindsay Lohan, Doctor.
yeah, it
Like,
was
so
her. I never saw Cardi B. So I
she
don't
was
know what.
out in the front with
Yeah,
more
I
of like
totally
the
missed
dimmer
her.
peasants.
Pedro Pascal, totally missed him.
I saw him.
Yeah, literally all I saw was Alex Earl, and I really feel like that's kind of that's a faux pas on me as a pop culture person right now. So I'm going to do better in 2026 or 7 when we have the next one. But yeah, we got all of them, and there was a very famous woman who owns a Puerto Rican place in New York. She's like 90, like into her 90s.
Which again, like we didn't know that at the
We
time
didn't know.
who she
Yeah,
was.
because we
Yeah.
had a subtitle that's like, "Here's my story," and I would have been like, "That is the greatest thing ever."
Right. I feel
But I
like
didn't.
that old MTV show, it was like pop up and it was the music video and they kept popping up like different facts.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That would have
yeah.
been real helpful in that moment.
Yeah, it would have been. And also like props to you for promoting your culture. But
Yeah.
again, I needed pop-ups as an American to
Right.
know what that tribute was to, because it was all a tribute to the Puerto Rican culture.
Well, because I
And
also
that's,
think if you want to appreciate them and you want to spotlight them, like, wouldn't you want us to know what's going on and who you're
yeah, because
spotlighting? Like, we could appreciate it too.
we didn't have a clue.
Nothing.
So, I do wonder, how much do they, I know they don't pay the headliner, but do they pay like the dancers and all of that?
So, to my understanding, they do not,
Okay.
but they give a certain amount of money to like do the stage and all that. But I don't think anybody that actually performs, I don't think any of them are paid.
I was gonna say, I wonder what the going rate for being a blade of grass was,
We could have
because
done that. If you
I,
just needed me to like sway in the wind,
and I kept
that
thinking
is,
they're gonna have a bigger role at any moment, and then they just
I
toddled
didn't.
off.
Yeah.
It was weird. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I think the
Yeah.
people that got all in a tiz politically and stuff on social media, as I
Mhm.
haven't said in a few episodes, y'all are stupid.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be on our merch line, because I do say it a lot, but I haven't actually said it in a while. So y'all have done better
I
as a
know.
society. But um, so yeah, that was the Super Bowl, and I gotta admit it was pretty lackluster. We did get to see Travis,
We did.
and he
At
looks
the
lovely.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
I
lovely.
noticed a lot of the players that were there for like different events and being recognized
Gone.
pieced out as soon.
Nobody stayed for the game.
But
I'm
a
pretty
lot
sure.
of them, like when they were being interviewed, everybody's like, "Oh, are you staying for the Super Bowl?" And they were like, "No, we actually like to be home so that we can actually watch the game." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
yeah. I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian was the only one that really stayed.
yeah."
She was there with Lewis Hamilton.
Apparently, that's the thing. You know what? It feels like it works.
The only thing that's weird, and it felt very weird for Kendall to be right behind him, is she used to date
Yes.
Lewis. I guess we're gonna share.
Listen, again, the pool is small. The pool is
Yeah. It was weird that she was swaying, holding hands with Hailey Bieber, but that's kind of where we are as a
right.
country.
It is what it is at this point.
But yeah, like outside of that, it was pretty lackluster with the celebrities in the crowd. There was a lot of parties, per the
Yes.
usual, and that was fun to see, because a lot of our favorite people were out and about.
Mhm.
So that was good. But yeah, so that was pretty much football season for us.
Yeah.
Lackluster is a really great way to put it. Do you have any final thoughts on the season as a whole?
You know, it was kind of fun seeing some of these teams that we don't normally talk about or really know a ton about. It was kind of fun seeing them get some success and get a little bit of a spotlight, because it brought, like for me, it kind of broadened my horizon of getting to know some different coaches and players that typically I would never pay attention. Seattle Seahawks, I would never have watched their game unless they were playing the Chiefs. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah. I thought their coach was so cute with his little baby and his
Oh my
wife
gosh,
on
so
the
precious.
field. And did you see the video where they're sitting there and the baby's playing, and she looks at him and goes, "So, how was your day?"
I loved it so much.
Dude, I was not familiar with him.
Yeah.
But he has a cool story too of how he got into coaching. Apparently, he pretty much stalked Todd Grantham at the University of
Yeah.
Georgia at Starbucks and got like a walk-on kind of coaching thing. And then
Yeah.
here he is.
I guess that's what you and I
Maybe that's what we should do. Yeah, we've got to go to Starbucks. I go every day.
Well, we're not going to the right one.
Yeah, guess I got to move to Athens, Georgia. Not on my list. So,
Right. I can't.
um, All right, so what that means now is we are in the off season officially. So this is where the trades are going to start to happen. Cuts will start to happen. Guys, you got to remember though that a lot of things depend on timing. Timing is
Yes.
everything. So of course the big thing that we're all watching for is what is Travis Kelce going to do? The rumors currently are a 1 year, $8 million deal.
Which feels like it makes sense.
Yeah.
If
Grossly underpaid, but always has been.
going for another year, he's not going for the money piece of it.
No.
He doesn't need it. So he's
No.
going to do whatever benefits the team in order to allow him to stay. And I appreciate that.
Yeah. So you're still team he's gonna stay?
Yeah. This isn't the year we're going out.
Okay. I'm kind of leaning that way right now too. I will say he was on the Not Gonna Lie podcast last week with Kylie Kelsey, and
It was
he
good.
did yeah, it was really, I really actually enjoyed it. But he did make a couple of comments about, with being a professional athlete, how much of time he misses.
Mm-hmm.
And he specifically called out like missing time with their girls.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely ruminating in his head. But we'll see.
Yep.
Do you have any thoughts right now of what we should do in Kansas City on cutting or trading or any of the above?
I mean, obviously, you and I are on the cut Jawan Taylor train.
If we don't, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. That's really my only big one. I'm interested. We've gotten a lot of coaches. There's so many, like everybody knows head coach, OC, DC, those kind of positions. There's so many, I don't want to say minor coaching positions, but the lesser known. We've hired a bunch of them. We've replaced a lot of that. I'm really interested to see what the payoff is for us.
I'm really glad that you mentioned that because I have good news for you.
Okay.
I have found a new job for you.
Love it.
Okay, so you can pretty much go to any team you want, doesn't matter. But did you know that every NFL team has an offensive quality control person and a defense? Now, you might ask yourself, but what do? Becca, this is perfect for you.
Hey, what do?
They make sure you don't get in trouble, and that when you do, they help handle the situation.
It's right in my wheelhouse.
That's what I said, as this is perfect. Because I was like, who are all these QCs? What are we quality controlling? The play? Like, what's happening? No, it's their behavior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
But here's the thing that shocks me the most, and possibly where you could really make the biggest impact. Apparently, colleges have this. So we may both be moving to Athens, Georgia, because no one needs one more than the University of Georgia. So I'm just saying, this could be something to look into.
Okay. I'm liking that.
I looked it up. Starting salary is $120.
Okay. I guess we could manage.
I mean, you do get tickets to the game.
Done.
I mean, I guess you're at the game, so that like
done.
You get to travel
passes,
and you get to travel with them
for free.
Yeah. So see,
I see no downside to this.
Okay, I'll see if I can figure out if there's any openings for you.
Okay, we'll look.
Yeah. So we're definitely team. Please, God, take Jawan Taylor from us. We have not done anything this bad in our lives.
Help us with our salary cap.
Yeah, we've got some issues. I did see today where I think what they're going to do is they're going to convert potentially Patrick's base salary to a bonus. Mm-hmm. So he's about to get a really large paycheck.
I think I also saw where they were going to try and rework how Chris Jones's contract was to also help.
So oddly enough that you mentioned Chris, I do not see this happening. So please no one come for me in the comments. And for my friends who are close with Chris, I do not want this to happen. I did see some rumors floating that he may be a trade potential. Here's the thing, guys. Y'all need to calm down, first of all, because no team is going to want to inherit that contract. No team.
It's too much.
It's enormous, and he's been in the league for a long time. So
I also wonder if he would just be like, you know what, I'm going to retire. I'm not going to another team and doing this.
It'd be like saying the Chiefs are going to get rid of Travis Kelce. It's just never going to happen. Y'all calm down.
Yeah. I go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, this may be spicy. I'm ready. Pull the plug. We'll see you later, Pacheco.
I guess that's fair. He's not what we thought he would be. Now,
he's never bounced back from that leg. It just hasn't happened.
Do you think it's that, or do you think it's like a mental thing? Because I'm wondering how much Eric Bieniemy's gonna play
Well, I
it.
mean, if there's any coach that could help improve him, it would be Bieniemy. I mean, I keep seeing all the rumors. It's hot and heavy about Brees Hall leaving the Jets and that he's a good trade candidate
That
for
was
the
talked about
Chiefs.
this past season, though.
And I'm not opposed, but I got to be honest. I mean, he's a year removed from an ACL.
Yeah.
I just, if Lindsey Vaughn taught us anything last week, these legs are just not reliable.
But
Um,
also, she taught us we probably don't need our ACLs.
yeah, I do kind of question a lot of you male athletes. What? I
Yeah.
mean, she's,
I
I
think
know it didn't end well, but I mean,
now
she did a
listen,
lot y'all
Stefan
don't
Diggs
do.
is not my usual go-to for advice or information, but I did see somebody was interviewing him and asked him about her ACL and like being able to come back and ski on it. And he was like, well, listen, like once you get control of the swelling, you can still move around and do stuff. He was like, you're just not going to be as fast or be able to pivot and that kind of thing. So I was like, okay, so some of these guys could potentially just play through it, toughen up.
I do think, I mean, obviously, Lindsay's probably not the greatest example but the doctors have even said this broken leg thing that she suffered was not actually even related to her knee.
Right.
I will say, having had torn both ACLs, now I definitely did not try to go skiing after. I will say the motion of like, if you're like in motion, you're going, like that would have probably been fine. It's the stopping, jerking, and like pivoting that is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So, not that you don't have to do a lot of that, but well, you're not stopping when you're skiing
No.
until the very end, and you could probably like just raise that leg up. So,
You just fall down backwards. Just
did you
slowly.
see though that I know we're jumping all over the place, which is just welcome to this podcast, but did you see that there's a chance she could end up losing that leg?
No.
Yeah, so she's on surgery 3, was
She
completed
just had the
yesterday.
third one.
And it depends on the arteries in that leg and how they bounce back. And if they do. So now there is a thing. Now, I don't know though if this is related to the tibia, the knee. I'm not really sure. There is a thing that happens when you do tear your ACL, which is usually a huge concern. The very first thing they do is they check, this is going to sound weird, but they check the pulse of your knee.
Okay.
Because they've got to make sure that even though something is torn, that the blood is still flowing.
Right. That makes sense.
Not a doctor, but I have torn both, so I can tell you literally they don't care if you are writhing in pain. They've got to find the pulse.
Right.
So when you see them like hold the person down really quick, that's what they're doing. They're checking for a pulse because if they don't feel the pulse, they know it's like an immediate, like we got to get you straight into surgery. So when you see them like wait a few days for surgery, that means they're confident in the blood flow. If you see somebody that had surgery the night of, they're not confident in the blood flow.
Yeah.
So I will say I did notice that she went into that first surgery very, very quickly.
Yes.
And so I did think, this is very similar to the injury Alex Smith suffered.
Oh gosh.
And you've seen how gnarly that thing looks now.
Yeah.
But remember he almost lost his leg too. Now he did turn septic, so that again is something you have to worry about because with that injury, what they do, the first surgery, they cut your leg open and then it stays open.
Yeah. There was she posted and it wasn't fully covered, and I was like, oh, that's not closed yet.
Yeah, they have to leave it open. I bet you she doesn't get that thing closed up till midweek next week. And so Godspeed to Lindsey Vaughn. She's one of my all-time favorites and a total badass. And I hate that that's how it ended for her, but that was definitely a tangent. But to say all that to say, I'm not gung-ho, let's go get Brees Hall.
Yeah.
I was, and we just talked about this last week, I was pretty gung-ho, let's go get Jeremiah Love in the draft from Notre Dame.
Listen, I feel like
you know what I mean? But I've leaned off of this because here's why. I watched the Super Bowl and I thought, man, it's not just a saying. Defenses really do win championships.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me want to go with Ruben Bain from Miami, the edge.
Well,
because there are a lot of people on defense. I think Mike Dana may be gone.
Our defense does need some work.
And Chris is getting older. Love you, Chris. But like you're getting older and you need.
Well, he can't be in every play. And we can't depend on him. Yeah. Now, when we need him to come in and make a big play, we can depend on him.
Yeah.
but he can't be doing every single snap. And
Yeah. So I'm kind of leaning towards the kid from Miami, the edge defender, because that's your guy that's running and gunning for the quarterback.
yeah,
And what we saw with Drake May is they're on the run, things are not going to go well.
yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Any other draft thoughts that you've had so far?
I just really want to see where Diego Pavia is going to go, and I'm hoping it's the end. Not the very last one. I don't want him to be Mr. Irrelevant because I feel like that person gets a little bit of attention, and I don't want him to get any of that. So, like,
He would
maybe
wear that. He would wear that on a gold chain. Like,
right. I've been doubted my whole life.
yeah, no, I'm really hoping he doesn't get drafted. He has been invited to the Senior Bowl.
Well, I mean, okay. But here's the thing. That's like inviting, the hottest celebrity because you know it's going to get you views. They don't really care if you're there. They just want views.
Facts, yeah. Here's what I don't need. I don't need Dave Portnoy to get on the Diego train because there is nobody that hypes people that are worthless up more than Dave Portnoy.
Right? We're over it.
Yeah.
We're over it.
Those of y'all that have asked us questions about Barstool, and we had talked about doing a deep dive on Barstool. Maybe one day we'll do it. I am so over all of them, all the personalities on that channel.
It's like once they really start to hit peak celebrity or influence, they start to change who they are and become more obnoxious or more whatever. And I'm like, we had liked you before. That's why you became famous or more relevant. Now
Yeah.
you've just gone and ruined it. So
Yeah, I can't. So I don't know. We'll see about that. All right. Well, before I close the chapter on the 2025 NFL season, any final thoughts?
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
The Chiefs really
Right.
took it out of us this year.
Yeah, that was a rough one for us emotionally, and so we're just ready to move on.
It was, yeah.
Okay, so we've been talking a little Olympics, a little football. We did our giveaway, but I did want to have a little bit of Taylor talk because it actually ties together a couple of things. So we got a question from Skylar. And also, Skylar, I noticed that you're from Hendersonville, Tennessee. I mean, do you know Taylor? I'm just asking. But anyway, he asked, is KN, which if you're not familiar, that is Kayla Nicole, who is the former girlfriend of Travis Kelce. Is KN's appearance in the Super Bowl ad any worse / different than TS, being Taylor, taking digs at her in songs like Wish List? Now, Skylar, you must be new here. First of all, there's nothing Becca and I love more than a petty moment.
Right.
So we're totally here for that. But here's what we're not here for. Y'all have been broken up for like 4+ years, and you're still talking about this and still trying to make money off of it.
Well, because here's the thing. She can't make any money unless she's talking about Travis and Taylor.
Because remember, she's a sportscaster, right? Reporter.
Apparently, that's what she tells us. But
Maybe that's what you would call a girlfriend of an athlete. I don't know.
Here's my thing about the situation because I'm like, yeah, it is different.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor writes about exes, friends, like her own life. But it's very, you got to dig through even the ones that really pay attention to Taylor in her life. Even we're not sure if that's what she's alluding to. Like we just make a bunch of it up. I feel like Kayla goes out of her way to make sure to name the people and to make sure that you know exactly who she's talking about. And my problem there is you cannot come out and say, I'm tired of being known as the ex. I'm tired. This is what everybody talks about. I'm being treated as the victim. You can't say that and then turn around and that's all you talk about. And that's all you want to be known for. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's different because you're saying one thing, but you're doing something else for a paycheck. Taylor's never come out and said, I don't want to be known as their ex or whatever, but she has come out and said, listen, if you're going to be a shitty person, I'm going to write music and make money off of it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm sure, I was going to say, I'm sure Kayla's a lovely person in person, but I don't think that's true. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think she is. I think that's very clear in the people that she's been close to all these years. Nobody's still close to her.
Right.
The same. It's not just your boyfriend broke up with you.
Yeah.
I do not think this is the same thing either. But I gotta tell you, though I thought Kayla was the biggest loser in this situation, I gotta be honest with you, I was very upset with Tiffany Haddish about this.
Yeah, that didn't sit right with me either.
Because Tiffany has always been Team Taylor. She like was even part of the 1989 tour.
Yeah.
What are you doing bringing Kayla Nicole onto a commercial with you? Like,
Yeah.
what planet are you on, ma'am?
There
Because
are
that,
times when I think you're rich enough that you can say no to some projects. We don't have to do all that.
you know, she's a woman scorned because Common broke up with her and he's with Jennifer Hudson. I mean, get over yourself. Have you seen Jennifer Hudson? Like, come
Right.
on. But anyway, that's beside the point. No, I do not think it's the same thing. First of all, Taylor doesn't name names, and in the song Wishlist, I guess you're referring to the point when she talks about how the other person, like, say it's Travis, you were just a pose in her pictures.
Yeah.
And everyone has tied that to alluding to there were several times that they would be at events or red carpets, and she would be like trying to get him to pose, and you could tell he's just like, stop. So maybe you're alluding to that. That's really low hanging fruit. Do I think maybe Taylor did do it? Yeah, sure. Please. I mean, and is it a great song? Fantastic. So, yeah, so I do not in any universe have anything that could compare Kayla Nicole to Taylor.
Right.
Like
There's not a bitterness there.
No.
With Kayla's commercial, and you don't even want to say the word swiftly, like, and then every time you go on a show and everything you say, it's always very bitter and negative. With Taylor, she's just like, no, here's what it was, and then moves on.
yeah, I just thought I don't know, I thought the whole thing was low hanging fruit and just like I don't know
Yeah.
what that term is for like not stupid humor, but just like
And I'm going to tell you, that company that put her on there was probably like, this is going to get us so many views and clicks and such great revenue. I don't know what the commercial was for.
I was just about to ask you what company was it?
I have no idea. Couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
either. I have no clue. I'll be honest, I missed it actually airing. You texted it to me, and I'll be honest, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like something from Saturday Night Live or
I never
something.
saw it air
was-
either. I only came across it on X. So I don't.
So apparently it didn't get great views either.
Yeah.
So, but we appreciate the question, Skylar.
But speaking of Taylor, we did get a music video since the last time
We did, and that's actually not even in our notes. So, which my bad.
Listen.
So we got the music video to Opalite, and so my feelings have evolved. But I'll be honest, right when it happened, I texted Becca. I'm like, "Hey, have you seen it?" She had because it's a whole thing
Listen,
with
it was
her
a
and
whole
streaming
thing.
services.
It was a whole
It's-
thing.
Anybody wants to donate a year's service to would be great because it's really a problem anytime something happens. And it's not in her spreadsheet. So, here's the thing. When I first saw it, I texted Becca and I think she was stunned. I said, I don't like it.
I was. Because I was like,
Because she gave me the like emoji. But at the time you hadn't seen it.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, so give me your first reactions, then I'll give you mine, and then I'll tell you where I'm at now.
My first reactions were just how different it was from the other music video that we've gotten from this album that was just very big and bright and modern and all of that. This definitely took it back and gave it more of like a Midnight's vibe to me, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I like when she kind of does that.
She did. This was so anti-hero that I was like, oh God, not again.
Yeah. Which as soon as that was my thought, I was like, I can see why Mandy's immediate thought was
Just any minute she's going to be an enormous character again.
yeah,
I just
and there's
knew
going
it.
to be some little tiny something walking around.
God, I'd die. Well, at least I didn't get that this time.
Yeah. I think I even enjoyed it more because it was all the people off the Graham Norton show when she was on there.
Yeah.
Like it just made it fun for those that had seen that interview when the main guy was like, my goal is to be in a Taylor Swift, and you can just see the wheels turning for her. So
Well, it's funny because now that I've like pieced it all back together, because here's the funny thing. When I first saw it in my mind, I was not even thinking about the fact, oh, wait a minute, these are all the people that were on there when she was on there. I didn't even think of that. And so now having heard, like, put all that together and going back and seeing clips of that interview where you can, right when he says that, like, my goal is to be in a Taylor Swift, you literally see her mind just like,
yeah.
oh, wait a minute. And I was like, That's impressive. So here's the thing. If you haven't seen it yet, it's very what is that, early 90s, 80s, like
Yeah, it's like
the
infomercial
video.
type vibe.
Yeah. Do you remember that board game Mall?
Do I remember? I was terrible at that
I didn't
game.
know if you were banned from it, I'll be honest. So um
Could swipe the
no.
card and walk around the mall real fast.
Yeah. So that's what it gave me the vibe of. So what really my problem at the very initial onset, and I mean no disrespect because he seems lovely, but was the main male character.
That's fair because it
Because
doesn't seem to fit.
no, and I think part of the problem was, people had built my mind up that we might get a cameo,
Oh, Mandy.
and then we got that, and I was
Yeah,
like, what is happening?
yeah.
Also, fun fact, I don't enjoy the aesthetic of the early 90s.
No,
Like,
that's not a great aesthetic. I thought I
no.
liked the song though. Like once,
Well, now, so I did not like it at first because I was like, "Who is this Joker?" Because
yeah.
see, this is why I didn't realize it was the people from Graham Norton because I didn't recognize that guy because I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay.
Now, of course, I knew what's his name, the famous guy.
Yep.
Sure. Well,
We're not getting there.
I wanted to say Callum Turner, but that's Lua Deepa's or
Yeah.
not Lua Deepa, Deepa, Dua Lipa's.
Linda.
It's not Callum, but you know who I'm talking about. I recognized him and I thought, well, he's out of place. I didn't recognize Jodie whatever.
Okay.
And I did not recognize well, I obviously recognized Graham Norton. But now that I've gone back to see it and I've picked up on the things. So this thing again,
It
Easter
is
eggs.
more enjoyable when you pick up on all the theories. Yeah.
So we did get a couple of questions. Yes, I definitely saw the Roman numerals.
6. Yeah.
The 6, and then yes, I definitely saw the different instances of TV, like for Taylor's version everywhere. Yes, I did think it was implying that debut will come out this year.
Yeah.
So yes to all of those questions. Thank you for always being Johnny on the spot with the questions. The whole the innuendos about the rock and the cactus
Same.
again.
It was good.
Love a petty moment.
It was good.
I thought it was like petty, but also very like imaginative too. The part where she's on the swing set and she's got the rock on the other side and it keeps falling off, but to her left is like the people living the life she wanted.
Yes.
I was like, okay, now I'm getting it. It just took me a minute.
It does because there's so many aspects to it. You can't pick it all up the first time.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a whole other spreadsheet for that music video alone
100%.
with the Easter eggs for sure. I will say again, Mandy Moore for the win. I don't know that we're gonna stop doing business with Mandy Moore. We're keeping her employed. I mean, she's fantastic. They seem to work well together. And I love that all the dancers from there.
So fun.
Yes, my favorite thing.
I
I
loved that Cam was at the table with all the older people. That was so
and did you
cute.
hear the story what Cam said about the gentleman, the older man. He was like, "Wait, that was Taylor Swift."
Yeah, Cam had posted on his Instagram or something the little story of the man that leaned over and was like, "Is that young lady Taylor Swift?" And Cam said, "Yes, sir." And well, she's just wonderful, and just started talking about how great she was and inclusive and everything. And I was like, what a sweet story that those people didn't even really fully know.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely like it more. Now, in the grand scheme of things, is it one of my top favorites? No.
That's fair.
Because it for me, the problem is it was Midnight's vibe. I just knew at any moment there were going to be little people and tall people, and I was going to be freaked out again.
Well, I also think she's given us such good music videos with all the theatrics and the lights and the bright colors and all of that. So it's they're so different that if you like one, you're really not going to thoroughly enjoy it. But I think also everybody is hoping for like a Travis cameo somewhere in one of these. And so it's always going to be a little bit of a letdown when we don't get it.
Yeah. Now, last night they released a extended version,
Yes.
which shows a lot of the behind the scenes, which
Which I
we
love.
always love. Yeah, we love getting that.
Yes.
That was fantastic. Somebody online, I don't know this person, there may be a wackadoodle, I don't know, but this guy, I think it's a guy, Nostradamus, I think he
Okay.
uses that name. he has been pretty spot on with a lot of predictions over the years of stuff with her and other people, Harry Styles too. He says there's a third one, a third music video. So
Album that would produce really great music videos because you can do so many different things with every song.
we had a question from somebody. Did you notice the George Michael poster on the wall? No, I did not until you called it out. I went back and watched it, saw
Yeah.
it then. Yes, which alludes to father figure.
Yeah.
If you saw in the music video, there's a lot of the songs and lyrics and stuff that are
Yeah.
around the wall.
I was also to the stores.
The lady that asked, did we see the George Michael thing? She was asking if we thought father figure would be the next video. I'm gonna tell you no, because you can't. That's going to be censored a lot of places.
Yep.
My favorite line of the whole album, but that's going to get censored everywhere. So she's not going to make.
Really want a music video for Wood because I think you could do so many hilarious things in that music video with all of it. It would be so fun to see like her creative side come out on it.
Well, and I think because that has blown up, like even on Kylie's show, and hang on one second, Aaron,
Yeah.
the cat is eating cupcakes. Welcome to have a feline, people. I would like that. I was thinking Honey could be a cute one.
Oh, that would be another good one.
But the one I've leaned into the most, especially because the family has been very supportive of, is Elizabeth Taylor. And I think she could go big, like old theatric Hollywood.
Do some Cleopatra in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
But we have not gotten to see Taylor. We do know, or apparently she was at the Bird Club in LA with the Kittles, which we'd love to see.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons, because again, we love a good petty moment. But I like that we haven't seen her. Now I got to ask you, because we've gotten a lot of questions since New Heights aired this week. Do you think the New Heights break is related to the wedding?
You know, you and I have kind of assumed this would be like a spring wedding this year. So they always take a break around this time. They've always given themselves a break. So I could see like, hey, this is just normal for us. But I really could see that a wedding happens.
So I got something for you, and I don't know if you're ready for it.
Okay.
First of all, I just wanted to call out, and listen, y'all know between Becca and I'm definitely the one that's going to fall into every trap.
That is true.
But I got to say, they didn't say it was a 6-week break. They said we're taking next week off, like we always do.
Oh, did they?
So
I haven't watched the episode, so I was going off of.
Oh, I don't either. I mean, unless it's something I want to see. I did catch a little bit of this because I wanted to see the interview with AJ Barnett and Drew Brees, which you need to go back and watch the Drew Brees one. It's really good.
Okay.
But yeah, so they didn't say that. But we do know this time of year we get a lot of pre-recorded episodes, and I do think they did a lot of filming at the Super Bowl. So I think we might get a lot of that. What day is it today, Becca?
Today is February 13th, Friday the 13th.
It's the 13th, you say?
Yes.
I'm just saying. So Travis has been playing at Pebble Beach this week in the Pro-Am.
Yes.
But that ended already.
Yeah.
And they've been spending a lot of time and never seen or photographed in Yellowstone in Montana, where it is snowy and beautiful.
Mandy, stop.
And did you notice that the pictures that they allowed Aaron Andrews and Carissa Thompson to put out were all from Yellowstone as well, in the snow?
Yeah.
And it's the 13th, you say?
You think it's today?
What?
I
don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying that
which would then give them a little bit of time to honeymoon.
It would give time to honeymoon, and nobody is expecting it because everyone's convinced it's in March.
That's true.
It's the 13th. How would they know?
Once they get married, like once we're a day or two removed from the wedding, I do think that they're gonna like do kind of what Selena Gomez did, where they let People Magazine or somebody come in and have the rights to post those pictures.
Oh yeah. You know she's already on that.
Yeah,
she's massively. But yeah, I just think there's been we know he's been recording in Montana a lot.
Yes. Okay,
I'm
listen.
just saying,
uh,
like, okay, I'm just putting it out there, okay?
Listen, Mandy falls for a lot of stuff, but she can bring me in with a lot of
Well, I will tell
times she
you,
can talk me into her side.
I know. Now, I've not seen this theory
No,
anywhere,
I was gonna
to be
say
honest.
nobody
I've
has
seen the
this.
theory that it's imminent, which I
Yes,
100% believe. I do believe it's imminent.
I think it's sooner
I
than
do
that.
believe it's no later than April.
No.
If he was coming back or not, because his teammates and all that. Like, yeah, so I definitely think it's imminent, 100%. I have not seen this theory about today.
Okay.
Um,
I love it. I don't hate it.
and think about a snowy wedding.
Right.
Because
Valentine's Day.
also, they're gonna be like dancing like crazy, and
Yes.
Travis is a really bad sweater.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Good
if it's
point.
cold, he's
He
not
needs
gonna
a
be
cool
as
environment.
messy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, so keep your eye on social media. If we don't see any of their families and friends out and about anywhere this weekend,
That's right.
we're not gonna know until it's already
Listen, here's the thing. Brittany Mahomes, she pre-records some things if stuff's going on. And she'll post it like, oh, today we're at the house doing da da da. So don't go by Brittany Mahomes. She's gonna
Nope.
throw you off too.
They all do, but like kind of keep an eye on the people that are New York Paps to see if like you see Gigi out and about in New York this weekend because they seem to
Yeah.
catch her and Bradley a lot. Don't worry about Blake Lively. Don't want to go there.
So
If we see Donna Kelsey somewhere,
yeah.
just a lot of I don't know.
Okay.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to our favorite Travis friend Ross. If you noticed in the extended scenes, he's over there on the side watching.
Listen, he's not gonna
Never
miss.
leave home without Ross. You just can't.
No, he's gonna be invited to every party, every
Yeah.
production taping, and he's gonna say yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's my theory. We're excited for whenever it happens. But let me switch gears. Well, let me hit another entertainment item. Britney Spears sold her music catalog
Yes, she did.
for around the same amount as Biebs.
Yeah, and I'm honestly not surprised by it. I kind of feel like she's just done with all of that. I just want to be removed from it. And
Well, I mean, I think Aaron was the one that said to me the other day, well, she probably needs some money around now. I mean,
listen, I've always wondered how she keeps going about life.
something else I didn't have in the notes, and this money conversation brings to this. This week we lost James Vanderbeek,
We sure
which,
did.
for me is a big deal because, as
Yeah.
you know, Dawson's Creek is very pivotal in my entertainment life.
Yeah,
A lot of my book has some draws to growing up in
does.
Dawson's Creek. And I live here in Wilmington now again, which
Listen,
they have a big tribute set up down where they filmed like if you watch Dawson's Creek, he lived on the creek and Joey, the girlfriend or best
Yeah.
friend, was around the thing. They have a big tribute set up here in town right now
Yeah.
to it. So very sad. But also what's incredibly sad is what you see is like this huge career. Dawson's Creek was enormous back in the day. Varsity Blues is still one of like an iconic movie. He was in other things, but those were just two of the biggest. And I mean, this man's family doesn't have any money left from all of his treatments. He passed away of colorectal cancer. And so I'm sad for his family and his friends. I mean, they've got like 485 children. So
and a
even
big.
if he had a lot of money, that's expensive.
Yep.
Um,
And his kids were young. Like his oldest is only like 14. Like they're
Yeah.
still, I can't imagine
no.
losing your spouse, but then having to handle the grief of 6 other humans that some of them don't even fully know how to be able to process that.
I've never, this is probably terrible to say, but I've never honestly been the biggest fan of this wife. He was married before, and I really enjoyed her and him together, but they were younger, out on the city in New York kind of
Yeah.
vibe. This Kimberly, his wife, is very like earthy and like just not my vibe. And so
Yeah.
I've kind of always been like a weirdo. But I feel really bad for them. But it brings me back to the Britney Spears thing. Like, first of all, we don't know what it's like to have the kind of money they do in general. But
Yeah.
like, I do think at some point life's expensive, no matter how much money you've made. And so, I mean, and also, is Britney ever going to do anything with the catalog again? No.
No. Yeah.
She's not gonna be performing. I've seen where she said she may perform overseas with her son. That's gonna be like a cameo. That's not a
Right.
performance.
Yeah.
Um, but did you see who purchased the catalog?
Okay, I did not see who bought it. Please don't
I
tell
didn't
me.
either. No. I was wondering if it is. Um, I was wondering if it's that company that well, but Scooter ended up selling Taylor's catalog too.
He
Scooter
did.
sold it the Kushner thing. So, I don't know who bought it, but about what was it about 400 million? Is that right?
200 million. It was bought by an independent music publisher, Primary Wave.
Okay, never heard of them.
Never
So,
heard of them. They're a
thank
New
God.
York-based music marketing company.
Okay, well thank God, because if it had been Scooter Braun, I'd have been done for.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was kind of the entertainment. We need to switch gears to another sad. Today's a little bit sad. We'll pick it
Sad.
back up here at the end.
Yeah.
Nancy Guthrie is still missing.
Listen, we have not talked about this on here because it's all transpired since the last time we recorded, but Savannah Guthrie, who is on the Today Show, her mother lives in Arizona, was abducted last Saturday night, early Sunday morning from her home, is what we're being told. Um, the Pima County Sheriff's Department, listen, the more we find out about them, the more and realizing that they are.
I think they went to the same police academy as the ones from your girls'
In
case.
Massachusetts, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe
pretty
they are all
sure.
the same. It's just wild. Of course, we've never, that I can remember, been a part of in the news with a kidnapping that's like in real time. We're all doing this, but also it's happening in the day and age where there's a lot of independent journalists, people that do this for a living, where they just go track stories and stuff. And the ability for these people to be literally right on the crime scene, and the police department has not like, hey, you guys probably shouldn't go up to the front porch where there's evidence, is wild to me.
Yeah, we had a pizza delivery to the crime scene.
We have, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
media was delivering pizza to themselves and used her house number, so that's been crazy. Of course, everybody's digging up dirt on the sheriff of there. The FBI has come in. Really, the FBI seems to be the only one that's found anything and released information to kind of get this going. We've had a couple of ransom notes. They seem to all have come to, these really aren't anything but people trying to get money. They did detain one person and question them, but released them after just a couple of hours. So we are literally on day like 12, 13. No suspects, no nothing. At least from what we know, you really kind of hope in the background that something's going on. I know with the Brian Coburger case, the cops had his name for 11 days before he was arrested. So you kind of keep hoping that, like, there's something going on and they've got it and they're just trying to get us to follow a different path so they can take care of what they need to.
yeah. Well, first of all, this like got to be a nightmare for Savannah in
Yeah.
general and their whole family. There's a lot of speculation
Yeah.
about who's involved. We don't know. But I just think it's got to be horrific for
Yeah.
family in general. I was talking to a coworker the other day, and she was like, "Do you think we would even?" Ironically, this coworker used to run a nonprofit for human trafficking for kids, not to traffic them, to try to find. Let me clarify. Find them. Sorry, I could have gotten spicy. But anyway, she brought up the point, like, would we even really know about this if it wasn't Savannah's mother? And think about the thousands of kids that are missing.
Yeah,
And
we wouldn't.
it's very factual. And especially this coworker I was talking to, she lives in Arizona, and it's very, very common for young girls from the Native American tribes reservations to just turn up missing. So no discredit to anyone else that has got a missing family member or anything like that. But yeah, this one is just, it's weird. It's total inept police work. And it's just, I mean, no, I don't think we would know about it if it wasn't Savannah's mom. And it is what it is, but that's not, it doesn't make Nancy's life any less important.
Right.
But it also doesn't make her any more important than any other missing person.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I think you know this, but like back in the day in Arkansas, the year 1994, a young girl named Morgan Nick went missing in Arkansas, and she went missing from a softball tournament in Alma, Arkansas. And I happened to be playing in that softball tournament the day that she went missing. She was kidnapped from a playground that was right behind the fields we were playing on. She had an older sister who I was playing against. And they've never found Morgan since then. Her mom, Colleen Nick, started a foundation, and in Arkansas, they call Amber Alerts Morgan Alerts. So when it goes off, when your phone blows up and scares the mess out of you, they're Morgan Alerts when you're in Arkansas.
Gotcha.
But I can tell you, like, what happened that day was that I don't remember tons of details, but what I can tell you is they didn't let anyone leave that ballpark. We were there until the sun was coming up. And we were small kids. I mean, we were kids. I was 11, I think. They secured that entire ballpark. There wasn't anybody moving.
Yeah.
Things like that to me seem like basic rudimentary police work just didn't happen.
Mm-mm.
And it's no wonder to me that people are still missing all over the world, because if this is what we got going on, like,
Yeah.
clearly.
What are we doing?
So we've had a lot of questions in the inbox about it. Some of them are like things we don't speculate on this show, or we try not to.
Yeah.
I will say I have always been like a negative person in situations like this. I can tell you the second you're missing, I assume you're dead. Okay. I like Elizabeth Smart. I was floored that she was found. Like, I was like, wait, like,
Even though, like, she's 84, there's medication that she's supposed to have every single day. So it's just like you kind of go worst case scenario on this one. But I have literally been on my Twitter account, everything, all day, every day, keeping up with all of it. I
no.
don't even send Mandy 99% of what I'm looking at, because I'm like, we have a lot of other things to talk about. Like, this just is a rabbit
Well,
hole.
it was funny because was it yesterday? Yeah. Well, because don't worry, y'all, I've been having this whole thing going on. But anyway, I forgot that Becca and I were supposed to record yesterday afternoon, and we were going to record today with the boys. That was
Yeah.
totally bad. I was at the pharmacy trying to get medicine to help my brain, but but even then I was trying to talk to Becca about something with the case. She said, we'll just discuss it on the show. And I was like, wait, we can't even have a normal conversation now.
Because when you said that, and I was like, no, that's like one of the points that I wanted to talk about. And so when I responded that way, and then the way that you responded, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. That's how we discovered that I forgot we were recording at that very moment. But maybe I have bad luck. I don't know. But my mom's college roommate's daughter also went missing very famously in Aruba.
We have to be Mandy's friend, but we have to be very cautious.
Yeah, you have to be very, very cautious. No, my mom's college roommate's daughter was Natalie Holloway.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
the second Natalie went missing again, I instantly assume you're dead. I never think there's hope.
Yeah.
It's just, I wish I was a better person, but I'm not. So yeah, I think even if you took away, like, so we've had a lot of questions. Do y'all think she's dead? Well, first of all, we don't know.
Right.
I would say the only way she could potentially still be alive is if it is someone familiar with her medical issues and knew to get some of her medicines.
I did think about that.
That's the only way, because physically we know, based on her heart issues, that she cannot live without her medicine. So to be gone this long, if they don't have the medicine, it's not happening. Now,
Yeah.
basic police work, is her medicine missing? Did anyone look? I don't know.
I believe that her medicine is still there. Now, who knows how many bottles of it she had, how many pills
Did
were
they
in the
take some out?
bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that, I don't know. But
And again, they're not telling us every bit of information that they have. There is some that I would hope that they're holding back.
yeah, so we have gotten some ring camera footage of a person in a ski mask. We've gotten some of that kind of stuff. I know Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, has been in Arizona. He's a gym dandy too, so who knows? But I don't know. I hope they get answers soon, because to me, I said to you the other day, like, what is Savannah Guthrie just doing in the middle of the day? Because first of all, she can't go anywhere anyway. She has massive security.
But can you
And,
imagine the family is probably just holed up somewhere of like, we literally can't move or do anything.
Yeah.
And then you feel so helpless because like my mom's out there somewhere.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just hope we get resolution soon for their sake, even if it's not what you
Yeah.
would hope.
You just
Um,
want it to end
but
for them.
I just have to say, if you're a smart human being and you're not sure which career path to go into, check out law enforcement. We need some help.
They
Is
need
what I
some
could.
smart ones. Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like we're struggling a bit.
Jeez.
We did have some court case or some court appearances this week.
We did.
Yes, we saw them. To the 50 million of you that want to talk about Blake Lively every week. I want to set up an AI sensor on our inbox that if you mention Blake Lively, I can see it, but I don't know how to do that.
Amanda can only handle so much. She's still grieving.
Y'all know this is hard for me, right?
Yeah.
So
Even
they
I
did.
back off some.
Becca startled me with this because I didn't know, first of all, they were going to court. And then when
I didn't
I was
either.
called a settlement hearing, I was like, wait, are we actually settling? Well, we didn't. Shocker.
We quickly realized this was the one that the judge forced and was like, it's part of the process. You have to go and at least try and settle before we'll go to trial. They were saying it could take anywhere from 3 hours to up to 3 days. We're clearly on day 2 with nothing. So,
well, and I believe that what I saw today, and I don't know if this is accurate. First of all, it was very odd that Justin and Blake showed up in matching aesthetics.
right, listen.
It was very weird because it was a very specific shade of green.
I was about to say, there has to be something behind that shade of green that their PR team was like, okay, this is the color you need to be in.
There's got to be something petty about it, in my opinion. Yeah. But I did think, yes, so we did have a question, and I did want to bring this up because I'm kind of on the anti-train right now. Did I think it was weird that Ryan was not there? Yes, because here's the thing. If I have accused someone of being my predator, and my husband has gone gun-ho, guns a-blazing about it
well
too,
involved in this,
then he can't show up to court with me where I have to be facing my predator. Yeah, I thought that was real odd.
Yeah.
Now, it did turn out that they were not actually in the same courtroom. Apparently, Blake and her team were at one end of the courtroom or the court, and they were at a different. Baldoni,
which I think is how and the attorneys go in between, which I think is how that's typically handled. Like, I don't think that was different.
But still, where were you, Ryan Reynolds? Like, where were you? Be a man, because you're a big warrior on the keyboard, sir. But I need to see you be a man.
Yeah.
Becca did not enjoy Blake's outfit. I think, listen, I know we're negative Blake right now, but there is not a woman, I believe, that rocks a suit the way that woman does.
Lamb, it wasn't. No.
But she looks so good in a pantsuit.
Well, that's where we'll disagree.
Okay, fine. But anyway, so we have no resolution. But what I saw was that the Blake part of it was over. They came to no agreement. But what he was back in court for was actually his suit against the former agent.
Okay.
This is the one that I'm dying to see her cell phone.
Yes.
Jennifer Abel.
Yes.
Can you pass it to Ashley Avignon? We're waiting.
I know. Listen.
So that's what I heard, that because he's back at court again, wearing the same kind of color palette. It's really a thing. So that's what I saw. I saw that his lawyer was quoted as saying that no, they came to no settlement, but he's looking forward to the trial.
Listen, I think they both are. I think that's the narcissist in both of them. So
yeah,
bring it. We'll be watching every day. I will take a leave of absence from work.
I need FMLA. Right. This is a personal grieving time for me.
Like, have some kind of minor surgery so I have a legit reason to be out.
Well, you'll probably have a tooth issue, if we're being honest. So
okay, listen, that's a great point. That's a great point you bring up.
Did you have any other legal news though?
I don't. Those are really the two ones that we're following right now.
Okay, so we skipped so far over their notes. I have to figure out. So we've covered everything, but getting
questions now.
Okay, thank you. I was like, where am I? All right, so we asked the boys this earlier too, but this is from Timo. Who should do the halftime show next season, knowing it won't be Taylor probably ever? Which you're right. It will never be Taylor. Good call, Timo.
Listen, back into 2014, I think it was, Bruno Mars did it, and I thought he did such a great job. I'm already a Bruno Mars fan, but he put on a performance for the stadium, and it was so good. He also has some newer music coming out, and he's done quite a few collabs. I think he would be great. I think a country music show would be so fun. Now, here's the thing. That's not a white audience that's going to enjoy that.
Well, we've already endured Bad Bunny, so I mean.
But I think you could put people like Morgan Wallen might be that one. Might be we just
That might be a
leave him
little
out.
spicy. Yeah.
But like Jelly Roll, who kind of just mixes with everybody, I think that could be a really fun one. You could bring out a Reba, go through, the eras of country
Man,
music. So I think that could potentially have some weight to it that people would enjoy.
I like that. That would be fun. I guess as a side note, did you watch the Turning Point USA halftime show
No,
with
I
Tiffany?
think Doug turned it on his phone, but just to even out the viewership numbers.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see any of it, but again, I'm not a no disrespect, but I'm not a Kid Rock fan.
No, I would not have enjoyed that one either. So,
Um, one note that we did leave out though about the Super Bowl, and I would be very mad at us for not talking
oh,
about this.
yes.
Charlie Puth and Coco Jones.
So great. So great.
First of all, listen, if I've got to give up Blake Lively, I'm going that Coco Jones is now the world's most beautiful woman.
She's gorgeous. I think I texted you that. Like as soon as she
She
started singing, I
is
was like, she's
absolutely
beautiful.
stunning. And she
Her
too is
voice.
engaged. She too is engaged to an athlete. She's engaged to Donovan Mitchell. You wouldn't be
Yes,
familiar. He plays in the NBA. But did you notice that her outfit was also a tribute to Whitney
I
Houston's
did.
little wetsuit? I
Yeah.
love that too. But that girl can freaking bring the
Well, she
house down.
can sing.
And she
Yeah.
is literally gorgeous. And
Yeah.
then Charlie Puth. I was nervous about Charlie. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, I knew he was gonna
He
nail it.
popped up with a keyboard. I was like, this isn't going to be good.
Listen,
It
he
was
never
fantastic.
misses. He
It was
never
so
misses.
good. And I was like, Taylor was right. He should have been a bigger artist. Like, that
She
was
knew what
so
she was
good.
talking about. Yep.
Brandy Carlisle was fine. No offense to her fans.
Listen, nobody
Okay, so
really.
for the halftime show, I'm gonna go a little weird here.
Okay, we'll take
We've
weird.
really been in a resurgence of the Disney vibe. You know, the Jonas
Okay,
Brothers are on like a permanent tour, I think.
that's true.
Uh,
They
we're
needed
about
money.
to have, we're about to have a big thing in New York with Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana.
Okay,
Did you
that's
know about
something.
this?
I didn't.
So she's going to do, I believe it's a 3-night thing at Madison Square Gardens where it's a reunion of Hannah Montana
Okay, as you do.
celebrating her career.
Okay.
Demi Lovato is about to go on tour again. Now she's had to cut out a
Right.
few days because she realized it was a bit much.
Right. Can't go
Selena's
from
always
0 to
having,
100. Yeah.
yeah, Selena's always having a moment. We're really having a Disney thing. And I think really the demographic of us that are like, almost 40, early 40s, like we really can lean into that vibe.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like all those Disney people that have grown up, halftime.
Listen, it's not
I
a
mean,
bad idea because they could do a
it's
whole bunch of
be
different stuff.
like, there's just so many iconic shows you're never gonna top.
Right.
But like, where do we go now?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm leaning. Also, now I don't know how we would do this, and it would have to be a conglomerate of people, but Tyler the Creator is
Ooh.
so fascinating to me, and so
Yes.
like I think if you could bring him into something, do a show with him. Now he couldn't
Yeah.
be the headliner because
No, no, no.
that's enough.
But
But
definitely a part.
yeah, I think that would be really cool. Okay. From uh
Kiko.
Kiko. Okay, great. Margot Robbie, Sydney Sweeney, or Florence Pugh, who will have the longer career? First of all, I'm out on Sydney Sweeney.
Listen, so I'm super familiar with Florence Pugh, her work, her stuff. It's not something I've watched. I also am with you. I'm out on Sydney Sweeney. To me, she's going to be one of
You're
those.
dating Scooter Braun, ma'am. You deserve to have no career.
I just
Goodbye.
feel like she's real popular and then she's going to die off. To me, I feel like Margot Robbie has some staying power because she seems a little bit pickier in the roles that she's choosing. And so I think she's kind of stretching out that time frame of us wanting to see what can she do next. But also I think she has the ability to play different types of characters and be in
Yeah.
comedies, but also dramas. Like she can kind of pull a lot of
Yeah,
different.
that Worthington Heights with Jacob Elordi is all the rage right now. I have no idea what that's about.
Yeah.
But and then obviously she was Barbie. For me, it's definitely between Margot and Florence. Now, Florence, she's gotten into the superhero world, so that really does a lot
Yes.
for career. Florence, though, is another one, much like Kirsten Dunst. There's a lot of interviews where it doesn't appear she's washed her hair.
Yes, I can't.
That's not really my thing. I would say it's between them. I'm gonna go Margot Robbie because I just think she's already hit the mainstream. Florence, yeah, she's been in the superhero stuff, but that she hasn't hit like that Barbie thing for Margot really catapulted. Sydney Sweeney to me, first of all, again, you're dating Scooter Braun, so you're dead to me. But also, like, I don't think she's a great actress. Like,
What do the kids call them? Industry plants. That's the
oh
one
yeah,
she gives.
yeah. I mean, she's got literally no talent.
But
So best
it
of luck.
works for her, so congrats.
Yeah. Now, this is one. So Becca, if you've not watched the show, loves the new version of Matlock.
Love it.
She's been very obsessed with it with Kathy Bates. But Jasmine asked, let's do some recasting. We haven't done one in a while.
Yeah.
And she asked us to recast Matlock. Now, Becca asked me this week, are we doing the current or the previous? I told her she could do either one. Jasmine, if you needed something different, let us know.
Okay. So I recasted the original one because I was like, the
Okay,
one
same.
that's already redone and recasted feels weird to try and recast
Yeah,
again.
that was too
So I
soon.
didn't do that. So, and Mandy and I didn't discuss which characters from the original we were recasting. So I don't even know if we picked the same characters, but I assume we probably both picked Ben Matlock to recast.
Well, I mean, that is the whole show, Becca,
Right.
but yeah.
So he's originally played by Andy Griffith. I picked Ted Danson. He's got some good charm and wit, and that older character, I think he'd be great. Listen,
Okay, that's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Okay. Who'd you pick for Ben?
Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Um,
I like that.
yeah, I don't know. I've got to take a minute with Ted Danson, but yeah, okay, I could see that.
Listen, I could be
I
talking.
forget about him honestly a lot of times, which
No.
is funny because he's the godfather of one of my best friends. But
Well, there you
I
go.
do forget about him.
Yeah. The other one, and I had to Google like who are the main characters in the show. So the other one I did was Michelle Thomas. Did you cast her? She,
Okay, that's the one who became the equal partner, was in London for a while.
I think so.
Okay, no, I did not do her.
Okay.
I only did two other characters. I did Conrad McMasters,
Okay, I did Conrad McMasters.
and then I also did another. Well, hell's bells. Okay. Go ahead and tell me who you did for that one.
So for Conrad McMasters, I did Sterling K. Brown. I just think he's
Oh, that's a
really
good
good
one.
to have like that natural authority that really kind of elevates every scene that he's in.
You know, so the guy that originally played Conrad McMasters was Trevette on Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes, he was.
So
I haven't thought about that show in forever.
no, so I was like trying to rack my brain. That's a real Sterling K. Brown, that's a really good one. So Aaron and I were having a conversation about a different show recently, with the main character being an African American guy, and I mentioned John Boyega. Because I kind of went like a little because I always felt like Conrad was younger than Ben Matlock. And so I went somebody younger than Kelsey Grammer.
Okay.
Okay, and then you did Michelle Thomas.
I did, and I cast Carrie Russell in that one. She just was
Oh.
real. I feel like she can play a smart, competent character.
Uh-huh.
So, but she doesn't have to be flashy. And I feel like that show you need some bigger names that can dominate a scene, but it's not flashy and where they take over. So to me, that
Okay.
felt it fitting.
Okay. The next one I did was Tyler Hudson. He was the
Okay.
like private investigator guy.
Okay.
I did John David Washington.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
So,
I mean-
Hollywood, call us. We're great at this.
I mean, as usual, we're killing it.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Did you do anyone else?
No, I did not.
Okay. The only other one I did was Cliff Lewis, who was played by Daniel Roebuck. He was Ben's like last partner
Okay.
and private investigator. And he was like the son of Ben Matlock's like childhood friend or something.
Gotcha.
I did not know this gentleman's name, but it's the guy that played Dauber on Coach.
Oh, yeah. I can
That's
picture
who I-
him.
That's who I picked.
Okay.
So there you go. We do appreciate that because Becca does love Matlock very
That's-
intently.
If you guys have not watched the new one, get on it. So good.
Yeah. She hasn't seen anything that's actual true mainstream pop culture lately, but Matlock she's on. Okay, are you ready for some Y Factor?
Let's do some.
All right, what are you not liking this week?
So this week, because I've been so invested in all things Nancy Guthrie, I'm really not liking all of these internet people putting out statements and claims and not verifying any information. Like there's been people that have put out, do you think it could be this person because they know the family through this? And then they put all of their information out. You have no reason whatsoever to believe that. And now you've just made allegations of kidnapping, potential murder. And we know the person's address, where they work, all their info. Like, it's just, I need people to be smarter, and let's not do that.
Yeah, I gotta say too, like this was not who I picked for my what I'm not liking, but the guy that, in fact, I think he had his first court appearance today. The guy that did the fake ransom note.
Yes.
Um,
What are we doing?
what is wrong with you to mess with a family like that?
Right?
Like,
And think you're not going to get caught. My God, they caught you within like an hour. Come on.
this whole Bitcoin thing too. I'm really over that.
It's
But I mean,
stupid.
well, and I was not familiar that you could see all of the like transactions to a Bitcoin account.
I think it's once you send money to it, then you can trace where that money went.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
wasn't
know.
familiar with all that. Y'all can't be doing things like that. That's too new for us. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, I know you're not going to be shocked, but I am not liking Blake Lively this week.
Okay, that's never been a Y factor for you, though.
I know. I've come to the end of the
Listen,
road, I think.
tell me how you feel.
Well, not good.
Okay.
So I mean, I was thinking about my book this week, and I was just thinking like she ruined a lot of things.
Right?
She
That's a big hit
did.
personally.
That was a big hit personally. The entire dream for that book was for her to star in it and produce it. And
Yeah.
now I would probably never even speak to her if I saw her. So I
Oh
just
man.
personally, I'm very angry with her. But then
Okay.
also, I'm like, there are a lot of victims of the things she's accused Justin Baldoni of. Do I think Justin's innocent? No.
So
Stop. People keep coming at me in the questions about that
yeah,
too. You need to leave me
we
alone
think
first.
he's a horrible human too.
So y'all need to leave me alone. Those of y'all that keep coming for me. No, I'm not supporting Blake. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how many other ways I can say this and how many episodes I'm going to have to address this. No, I'm always Team Taylor. But yeah, I just think there's so many victims. And again, I'm not saying nothing happened, but man, she has really ridden this train to
Yep.
obviously be guilty of a lot of stuff on her own that we've read about now. And
Yeah.
like it really takes away from it's kind of like the boy that cried wolf. Like
Yeah.
you're casting doubt on a lot of other women's situations that were probably real tragedies. And
Yeah.
I just think
It's
like
a lot of Amber Heard vibes. And we all saw how that trial played out.
yeah, so I just gotta say I'm just not liking it, and I'm not liking that you're getting me attacked in my own show's inbox.
Listen,
I didn't deserve this. Taylor didn't deserve this. I didn't do anything to you.
that's right. Listen.
Did you destroy all of my dreams for my book? Yes. So now I've got to try to go bigger. Now I've got to
Yeah.
try to get all the way to Taylor.
Should you sue her for emotional damage?
Oh my. I might should.
Listen.
Maybe that's how we'll sell the book. Since y'all won't get following the podcast, this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna sue Blake Lively. I'm gonna have to put up my $8 million home in the Valley of California to pay for it. But yeah, so I'm just not liking it. Like,
It's fair.
I just think that when you make accusations, you really need to make sure it's that whole biblical thing. The
Yeah.
little splinter in somebody else's eye. You better watch that. She
Yeah.
got a whole logging truck in her eye.
Right.
Not just a
Listen,
log.
if you're making allegations and things can be discoverable, you better hope your house is clean. And it's
And
not.
it's very dirty. Very
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
Kind of like your hair looks a lot lately. So anyway,
Listen. Maybe her hair
so there,
had some
for the
bleaching.
millionth time, no, I am not Team Blake anymore. Please, y'all leave me alone. Let me breathe in privacy.
That's right. That's right.
What are you liking this week?
What I am liking this week is with the Olympics going on, you know, I hate a sob story. As soon as like when you're watching The Voice or any of that, and somebody does like a sob story of like my dad died and my dog died, and Like, I automatically want you cut.
But she likes country music. None of this
No,
makes sense.
right? Listen, I like the song, but I don't want you to try and win based off of a sad story. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But at the Olympics, I am really enjoying where you can see some of the. First off, I just enjoy getting to see parents watch the success of their kids, because we know as parents, like, all the sacrifices that they probably made
Oh,
and how much support. And then to get to see your kid do it on the biggest stage, like, that's such a huge thing. But specifically, I think it's Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. They are Olympic figure skaters, a couple.
are they married?
They are married. Yeah, they've been married for 2 years now, but they've been skating together as partners for like 15 years. But they interviewed their moms, who have been like best friends since they started. And they are just the cutest things. And I have so enjoyed getting interviews with the parents, and like one of the moms, and she, they were, how do you handle, when the kids are on the ice? And she was like, medication. I was like, that's great. But they just were talking about how much they've enjoyed their kids, and, getting to sit there and watch them. And there was one, because some of the parents, they mic up while their kids are out on the ice. And so we
okay.
their commentary.
Don't ever do that to me.
No, listen, you'd have to bleep the whole thing.
The whole thing. You would hear a word.
Yeah. But there was one point in their routine where Evan picks Madison up and he's swinging her around and doing all stuff. And his mom is sitting there, and you can tell she's just a nervous Nelly. And she's like, okay, put her down, put her down, put her down, put her down. And I was like, I love it so much. So I have really enjoyed that this week.
Yeah, the Olympics brings out the best, I think, in Americans, because I think
Yes.
so often what I'm liking ties to the Olympics too. I think we get real down on being Americans, because there's a lot of reasons to get real down on being American these days. But I think that the Olympics reminds us, like, okay,
It's the one
like,
thing we can all like come together and cheer for.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love a patriotic moment.
Yes. Yes.
But actually, what I am loving, we love a crossover relationship. So again, you got your like celebrities dating football players, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett and Chloe Kim.
I love it so much.
First of all, he is enormous, and
So big.
she is so tiny. So I just think it's hilarious.
Yes.
But also, if you caught, I believe it was his last game of the season, she was on the sideline with her parents, and
Yeah.
Asian of some nature, and that they kissed, and her dad, hysterical, was just like, oh, a gossip. But his footage, if you don't follow him on social media, you're missing out, because he like takes pictures and videos all of her
And not on his iPhone, folks.
No.
Full on camera.
Yeah, like he is the dad from the 90s. It would be on his shoulder camcorder if possible.
Yeah.
And he gets super into like excited, and he puts like all these emojis on it. It's probably one of the cutest things I've ever seen.
It's precious.
But also, she's a freaking badass, and that's the half pipe is one of my most favorite to watch. I'm glad you don't think you could do that one, because
No, I don't. Yeah.
that's not even safe for anyone.
I could do one swing and then my hip's broken. So
Yeah.
or my neck.
The way it blows my mind. But so I have loved watching his footage. But yeah, I think just the Olympics in general. So we always have this time in the show where football season has ended.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have the Eras Tour anymore. And so we're always like, oh, are we going to have any content? And then we always have far too much.
Right.
But luckily we have the Winter Olympics this year, so that's helping us out. But I just have loved it. So you need to go follow Myles Garrett. I really like Myles Garrett. He seems like a really cool dude.
I need him to be on a Super Bowl team this next season.
Well, that man deserves to be anywhere but where he is in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But also, like, I need to know more about their relationship. Like, how did they meet? Like, I need a podcast. I need him to go on like New Heights or Not Gonna Lie or
Yes. Okay.
let's
ask.
Maybe they have the same agent.
Maybe he'll be there.
I do have a special shout out as my other thing that I'm liking this week. You know that I love Abby Wambach.
Yes.
You know I'm a big fan. You know I'm a huge fan of U.S. women's soccer.
Yes.
Huge. And Abby Wambach is the GOAT. Next to Alex Morgan. Don't get me started again.
Yeah, don't get it.
But I will say with the Epstein files that came out this week, which we haven't really talked a lot about, I guess we could talk about more of it next week because we are getting some more details and things like that. But Casey Wasserman, who is a big agent in Hollywood,
Huge.
lot of huge names. I mean, mega stars represented by the Wasserman Agency. Casey's all over the Epstein files. It's not good. And it's emails from him too, so it's not speculative. Like he's putting it out there himself in the emails. Again, people who don't understand why you were putting things. But I have to say, and Abby is not the only one. What's her name? We don't like her, but she's a pop star.
Oh, it wasn't Kesha.
Mm-mm. Oh, I can't think of it anyway. Anyway, a lot of people are announcing they're leaving the Wasserman Agency because they refuse to be associated with him. Abby came out and said, you know, I've been with them forever.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I have no idea where I'm going to go now. I have no offers for somebody to be my agent. She's not a player anymore. So again, like it's going to be tougher to get an agent. I mean, you're still Abby Wambach, but still.
Yeah.
And she's like, but I don't care what the financial cost is. Like I'm out.
And so, like, we love our agent there and we shouldn't have to leave. But if you're going to continue to employ this person, we can't be associated with that.
I mean, it is the Wasserman Agency, which is owned by Casey and his brother. And I think their dad may be dead now. Because they're older too. But yeah, he's not been ousted from the Wasserman Agency, at least yet. I would think eventually they're going to have to for the business. They're not going to.
Otherwise, you're going to go bankrupt.
Is it Chapel Roan? Is that who left?
Yes, that's who it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't like her, but I totally respect it because now Chapel, you still got a career, so it's gonna be easier for you. For Abby, like that's a big deal. She's been with the Wasserman Agency for 15 years, so
somebody will pick her up. But I can understand, like right now, it's what
I just love that. I love Abby, and Abby's always Alex Morgan's the same way. When there is something that they think is wrong, they are going to be the first to like. All right, we're putting ourselves on the line. They did that for equal pay with women's soccer. So shout out to my dream guest, one of my dream guests, Abby Wambach.
That's right. That's a good one.
All right. Anything else that we missed?
I don't think so. Thank you guys for listening to 100 episodes of us just chit-chatting.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
This is the season finale. So next week we'll see you with season 2.
Season 2. That's right.
Who knows what it may bring. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Bye, y'all.